Thank you so much, Renee. I am so honored to be here. Thank you so much, Renee.
Hello everyone, super excited, super excited. Time to get access to Apple's app. Awesome. So program as many Apple's now program Apple. So this is something that existed, excited because mission I'm able to see all of this. So where everything comes from just to see the company that I us definitely something on my heart so we're excited as we start 20. So that's what stay, stay. So, so Now,
so
at the
much great
USBC, we're looking
advice
forward to
from
being a
all three of
resource
our
to you
amazing
and your
partners.
business.
So
We
I
wish
know
you
now
luck as you
everyone's
navigate
wondering,
through this
all
very
right, let's
important
get
journey.
to the next
So I'll
thing,
turn it
which
back
is
over to
about
the
the
good folks at
eligibility.
Reimagine.
So let's talk about the grant. Let's go to the next slide, please. Thanks, Philip. So much great advice. So we are awarding over 200 cash grants to Black women entrepreneurs. All right, let's get to the next just thing, so everyone's aware, the eligibility. We're launching. So let's talk about the three grant. Let's go to the next slide, grant values. So the first is if you have launched a business during the pandemic, 200 and the grant funding is to boost the momentum. And the award value will be we're launching $1,000. Three will be 50 of those. Now, the eligibility there is launched between January 2020 through June 2021. We're going to go into those details again of proof of business income and a license if required, right? The next type is if you're in business pre-pandemic, made it through, and this grant is to help fund to stabilize your growth. This will be a $10,000 award, and we're going to give 150 of these. And this is if your business has been in business since 2019, and the launch date could be any time before 2019. And then finally, your business has momentum and great growth potential. You need grant and support to sort of have that rocket fuel. This is going to be an award amount of $25,000 to $50,000. So there's 4 and 3 of those, and you have to have your business launched before June 2021. It has to have high potential business growth, and you're going to have coachable entrepreneur. You have to be one of those. So those are the types of awards you could potentially obtain for these cash grants. How exciting, right? Let's go on to the next slide. So let's talk about the milestones for a second. So the application launches tomorrow, December 8th at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, December 2021. The review of applications is in January of 2022. The award of cash grants and other resources is in February of 2022. And then, of course, that pitch competition that you guys are hearing about is also going to be happening in February of 2022. So keep these dates in mind, okay? But the number one date you want to keep remembering is tomorrow, December 8th, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the registration opens. So remember that. Let's go on to that next slide. Now, I'm really excited because I'm going to introduce to you my teammate, James, who's going to talk through the registration and application portion. So James, get on in here and tell everyone how they can apply.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here with you today. As Renee stated, I'm James West, an associate at PPS and member of the RMS team. We are excited to launch this program with the help of our partners and be able to fund Black women entrepreneurs and Black women business owners across our nation. I will be providing an overview of how to apply for the grant program. Next slide, please. For the grant, next I will follow up with the grant application process and provide resources for completing the grant application. Next slide, please. How it works. We have worked to make the application process as simple as possible. As you can see, there are a few steps in the process. First, you will need to register for an account in the system. This will permit you to come back to your application midstream later in the process, making sure you don't have to finish the entire application. Next, you will need to confirm that you are eligible by answering a few questions, which can also be found on the website. Once that is done, you will start the application. We ask you to tell us both about yourself, your business, and ways in which we can back your business. Following the close of the grant application on December 10th, we will have a panel of judges review and score submissions throughout January. Winners for the grant program for grant awardees will be announced in February in honor of Black History Month. Next slide, please.
Hey, James, you're a little robot-y, so I'm gonna chime in a little bit to help you out with some of the slides. So when you go in and out, I'll just chime in with you. Go ahead.
No problem. Thank you. And sorry for the lack of internet connection. This is what you'll need to complete your application. And this is largely both documentation as well as things that you should have going into the application process. For those of you who want to see the application before you start, you can download PDF on the program website. For the application process, there are a few things that you will need to complete the application successfully, and those are the following: a copy of your driver's license or government-issued identification, proof of business income. We are flexible and will accept the following: Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App business transaction records, or profit and loss statements, or as far as the answers to essay questions, we have a few essay questions where you're able to upload a video response instead of a text response. Next slide, please. About the pitch. As Renee stated earlier, we will be awarding 200 grants ranging from $5,000 to $10,000 to entrepreneurs and business owners. We will also award 7 business owners cash grants of $25,000 to $50,000. These grant awards will be made through a pitch competition. Finalists will be selected to compete in the pitch competition from their applications, and these business owners will both coaching and support to prepare them for the pitch competition. The pitch competition will be hosted and held in February 2022. They will pitch and be judged by expert judges and crowdsourcing. Next slide, please. The most important, and I won't say the last, but how to get started on the program. As we have invited you here today to learn more about how to apply, you can visit the link below to learn more about the program. And if you're listening, the link is www.reimaginemainstreet.org/backing#black#business. Once again, that's www.reimaginemainstreet.org/backing#black#business. Here you will find more information about the grant program, links to the application, and some tools that you be successful. One, you'll find the application questions themselves in order to make sure you have everything you need when completing your application. 2, a detailed step-by-step user experience on how to apply to the application. 3, a list of FAQs. And 4, ways to contact us if you don't see answers to your questions on the program site. As stated earlier, the application opens at 6 a.m. on December 8th, which is tomorrow. So thank you to everybody who's been reaching out so far. The application opens tomorrow. And please feel free to review the website in order to be prepared for the grant application. Once again, that website is www.reimaginemainstreet.org/backing#black#business. Thank you for joining us to learn more about the Black Business Small Business Grants Program, and I will submit.
All right, let's go to the next slide. So I know many of you are already using the Q&A function, and there's lots of questions in there. So James, your connection, I know this is one of the wonderful things of COVID, working from home, working remote, is this wonderful broadband issue. So that's a whole nother thing. So there's some feedback of a disconnection, but we're going to work through it. We're going to get through some of these questions. We're going to go back a couple slides just so that people can make sure that we got this information for everyone. So Vidula, you can go back a couple slides to the beginning of the eligibility. Let's just, make sure we go back. So one, we want to make sure people see, if you could go One more, the other way. No, the other way. One more. There you go, right there. So what you need to complete your application. So James, I know you went through this, but just want to do a quick run through just so people can make sure that they heard this and everything. What you need to make sure tomorrow when you are completing your application, whether it's tomorrow or through the deadline, which is December 15th, that you need either a copy of your driver's license or government issued identification, proof of your business income, and we are accepting any form of one of the items listed. So that is a payment, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App statement, P&L statement, bank account statement, and that you are able to answer the questions that are an essay format via a written response or a video response. Is that correct, James?
Yeah, that is correct, Renee. Thank
Awesome.
you.
And also you can download a copy of the application from the website in order to help you prepare. So especially for those of you who are doing a video response, or you're like me, when you want to write something, you kind of need to sit with it for a little bit, get your thoughts together. You want to look at the question and make an evaluation through it. You're able to download the application and actually print it off, or sit with it and write your answers or do your video and then submit your application. If we can go to the next slide. So the pitch, again, the pitch competition, you will be selected in order to be invited in January. So you will find out after the judges do the evaluation of the applications to participate in the pitch competition in February. So there's no need to reach out to us to find out if you are. We will let you know. I know there were some questions I saw in the Q&A about that. So we will proactively let you know as you will receive an invitation. Applicants who are invited to the pitch will receive coaching and support to make sure that they are well prepared and are able to put their best foot forward. So we want to make sure that you're able to do the best pitch that you're able to do, because we want to make sure that you're able to succeed and be able to get what you want for your business and be able to thrive. Pitch winners will be selected by expert judges and crowd participation. We go to the next slide. And then again, get started on the program site, which again, we want to reiterate, Wednesday, December 8th at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to the link below, https www.reimaginemainstreet.org/backing-black-business in order to go ahead and register your account. And then also apply, which the applications for the grant open at 6 a.m. But you can go ahead and get familiar with it now. Let's go on to the next slide, which again, I know it's just the Q&A. I'm just going to read through a couple of these. If you're a sole proprietor, can you apply? Yes. If you're a sole proprietor, yes, you can apply. We love for all types of business owners. If you are a business owner who meet those eligibility requirements, you are able to apply. Can the revenue amount that is part of the requirements, that question just jumped. Oh, there it goes. Come from loans to your business or just the sales that were generated during 2021? I think you would need to just upload your statements. And let's see what that looks like, because I think considering when your business was started, we would need to see some sort of evaluation from there. What if you're open your business in September of this year? Would you still qualify for a grant? I believe that you do not, but let me make sure. I think that was one of the dates that you were not qualified. I think it was June 2021. My business was incorporated Am I able to apply? Yes, if your business is incorporated, just again, if it falls during the dates of the eligibility time, that's all that matters. And actually, let's just take a couple slides back, if you don't mind, Abdullah, to where we can go through those 3 buckets of eligibility so that people can make sure that they see it. Just want to make sure we do a clean walkthrough, make sure everybody knows exactly what it is. If we could go back a couple more slides, it'll be the one where we see the buckets of the amount. So we'll say like 5,000, 10,000. Go back one more. There you go. So here we are. Again, if we see right here for the 5,000, if your business was launched between January 2020 and June 2021, then yes, you are able to do that. So for the person who said September 2021, unfortunately, you would not be eligible for this grant. If you started your business in June 2019, you would be eligible. And more specifically, you will be eligible for your business was in pre-pandemic. So again, we want to make sure that you look at the classifications of timeline of when your business was started, and then which sort of award value you would be looking at. All right, so there we go. I just launched in November. Am I eligible? Unfortunately, you are not eligible. It's January 2020, June 2021. So I hope this is helpful. And I'm going to just leave this slide up here for a second so people can see this, take a screenshot, make sure that you see what these eligibility requirements are prior to applying, because we want to make sure you understand where you stand with your business in this requirement for eligibility for the grant program. We understand that many of you are starting businesses now. We want to be helpful, but this is for present what the eligibility requirements are. And again, this webinar will be posted on the website. So after today, after this moment, you will be able to review it later on and take a look at these slides and make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Abdullah, if you want to go ahead and go to the end of the slide deck, and let's pull up that sort of dates to remember. There we go. So the application is going live tomorrow, December 8th at 6 a.m. So please remember this date because it is happening in a matter of hours. The review of applications will happen in January, and the award, cash grants, and other resources and the pitch competition again happen in February. So please keep in mind these dates as well. And Abdullah, if you want to go to the final slide, please. If you have any questions, please email us at backing-black-business@reimaginemainstreet.org. We're here to answer your questions. Again, we are excited about this. We are excited about our partners. We want to thank Meta again so much for this opportunity to provide these cash grants to all of these amazing Black women business entrepreneurs and small business owners who are, making things thrive and making the economy go. So we appreciate your time. And again, this will be posted on the website. So if you have any questions, there's going to be a FAQ section for you to review there. And also, please use this email address if you have any additional questions that haven't been addressed today. And with that, we want to say thank you so much for joining us and good luck. And don't forget to go and apply at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.